Welcome back to our channel where we dive deep into the hidden treasures of coin collecting. Today's video will focus on one of the most surprising and valuable discoveries in the world of American coinage, the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This small copper coin, often overlooked by the average person, has become a rare collector's dream and is currently valued at an astonishing $88,924. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $89,000 for a single penny. Let's uncover its story, what makes it so valuable, and why collectors are paying such a massive premium to get their hands on it. Let's start with the history of the Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the penny was the first United States coin to bear the likeness of a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse or front of the coin features a detailed portrait of Lincoln facing right, a bold departure from the symbolic depictions used in earlier American coinage. The reverse of the penny, from 1959 to 2008, featured the Lincoln Memorial to honor the 50th anniversary of the original coin's design. Now let's zoom in on the year 1976, a significant time in U.S. history. While the nation was celebrating its bicentennial, marking 200 years of American independence, many Americans were collecting coins and currency as souvenirs of this historic moment. The United States Mint struck special bicentennial quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins with the dual date 1776 to 1976, featuring unique designs. However, the penny remained unchanged in appearance, still bearing the traditional Lincoln Memorial reverse and a single date, 1976. But within that year's production, something unexpected happened. During the minting process, coins typically receive a mint mark to indicate the U.S. mint facility where they were produced. Coins from Philadelphia traditionally carried no mint mark at all, while those from Denver had a small d, and those from San Francisco carried an S. In 1976, the majority of Lincoln pennies were struck in Denver and Philadelphia, with a very small number made in San Francisco for collectors. Most people would assume the absence of a mint mark meant the coin was from Philadelphia, which was true for the bulk of production. However, what makes the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable is not just the missing mint mark itself, but the rare combination of extreme condition, error features, and low survival rate in pristine form. You see, not all 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies are worth thousands of dollars. In fact, millions were produced. But a tiny fraction of them were struck with highly unusual characteristics. Some of these rare coins feature strong doubling on the date or lettering, die cracks, off-center strikes, or unusually sharp details due to being early die state strikes. Combine one of these errors with a coin in gem uncirculated condition, what collectors call mint state 67 or higher, and you have something truly valuable. The particular 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that fetched $88,924 was graded by a top-tier grading service as being in nearly perfect condition. This means that even under magnification, the coin showed no signs of wear, handling, or damage. The strike was crisp, the luster was full and brilliant, and the surfaces were virtually flawless. Coins of this caliber are extremely rare because most pennies enter circulation almost immediately and begin to lose their sharpness and color due to use. Collectors go wild for coins like this because they represent the perfect blend of historical significance, rarity, and aesthetic beauty. Additionally, the market for high-end U.S. coins has exploded in recent years, with investors, collectors, and institutions bidding up prices on exceptional examples. The demand for top-tier Lincoln cents from the 1970s has skyrocketed, especially for dates like 1976 that connect to the country's bicentennial era. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these valuable coins in your own collection, here are some things to check. First, look for a 1976 penny with no mint mark. Then inspect its condition. If it looks nearly flawless with bright, original red color and no signs of wear, it might be worth getting professionally graded. Also check for any possible doubling on the date or letters, which could increase its value even further. And don't clean the coin. Doing so can reduce its value drastically. Instead, store it safely and consult with a reputable coin dealer or grading service. To give you an idea of just how big the coin market has become. Similar 1976 Lincoln pennies in near-perfect condition have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on their grade and unique features. The $88,924 sale we're highlighting today was one of the highest public sales recorded for this specific year and type. This proves once again that treasure can be hiding in the smallest and most unexpected places, even in the form of a 1-cent coin. Before you spend your spare change or roll up your pennies, take a close look at every 1976 Lincoln penny you come across. Who knows, you could be holding a tiny piece of American history worth tens of thousands of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone just curious about rare finds, always remember that knowledge is power when it comes to rare coins. Every detail matters, and sometimes it's the coins you least expect that carry the biggest surprise. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny or if you're checking your collection now. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, your next big fortune might just be hiding in your pocket change. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the most valuable and rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Today, we are diving deep into the incredible history, numismatic significance, and jaw-dropping value of the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This seemingly ordinary penny has astonished collectors and experts alike, with a recent market value reaching an unbelievable amount of $98,675. Yes, you heard that right. A penny worth almost $100,000. So, grab your coin jar and check your collection as we reveal everything you need to know about this mysterious and highly valuable 1980 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. The story of the Lincoln cent begins in 1909, when it was first issued to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure. For over a century, the Lincoln penny has gone through numerous changes in design, composition, and minting process. But in the year 1980, something unexpected happened that led to one of the most intriguing mysteries in the world of coin collecting. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia during the early 1980s do not carry a mint mark, which can make it challenging for collectors to immediately spot anything unusual. However, one particular 1980 Lincoln penny caught the attention of collectors and experts because of a unique combination of features that made it stand out from the millions of pennies produced that year. The 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln cent that we are talking about today is not just any Philadelphia minted coin. It was struck with a rare die variety and preserved in an exceptional condition, making it extremely rare and valuable. The key factor contributing to its massive worth is its pristine condition and potential variety error. Coin grading experts from top certification services such as PCGS and NGC have classified this coin as a near-perfect specimen with an MS-68 red grade, meaning it retains its original luster, vibrant red copper color, and has virtually no imperfections visible under magnification. This level of quality is nearly impossible to find in circulation and is usually the result of a coin being stored properly since its minting, but that's not all. What makes this coin even more exciting is the possibility of a unique die variety or striking anomaly. These include features such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or even plating errors. Any one of these errors can significantly boost a coin's rarity and value. In the case of this 1980 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, collectors have identified characteristics that suggest it may be a transitional error coin, potentially struck using a die intended for a different composition or design year. That means it could be an extremely rare example of a coin that shouldn't exist, which is exactly what drives prices sky high in the coin collecting world. So, how did a penny like this end up being worth $98,675? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, demand, and market timing. As more collectors enter the hobby and compete for the highest graded examples of rare coins, prices continue to climb. In a recent high-profile auction, a pristine 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny drew attention from elite collectors around the world, ultimately selling for an astounding price of $98,675. This sale shattered previous price records for this coin and solidified its status as one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered from the 1980s. Collectors are now on the hunt for similar examples, hoping to discover the next high-grade gem or rare die variety hiding in a forgotten coin roll or inherited collection. If you have a 1980 penny with no mint mark, now is the time to carefully examine it. Look for signs of high quality, strong strikes, and possible errors. Consider sending your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC to have it authenticated and graded professionally. Even coins in lower mint state grades can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their condition and features. Before you spend or trade away any of your old change, make sure to check every detail. The date, the mint mark, the coin's color and luster, and any unusual features could be the clue to owning a hidden treasure. Many collectors make the mistake of overlooking common-looking coins, not realizing they might be holding a piece worth tens of thousands of dollars. In conclusion, the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just a simple copper coin. It is a valuable piece of American numismatic history that proves how rare anomalies and high-quality specimens can turn a coin worth 1 cent into a treasure worth nearly $100,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started in the exciting world of coin collecting, this coin is a perfect reminder that big money can come in small, copper-colored packages. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on coins that could change your life. Until next time, happy collecting and keep an eye on your pennies. You never know when you might be holding a fortune in your hand. Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. In today's episode, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and incredibly valuable coins in American numismatic history, the 1982 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This humble-looking coin, often mistaken as ordinary pocket change, has stunned collectors across the world with its shocking value, reaching a mind-blowing market price of $99,786. That's right, nearly $100,000 for a single penny. But what makes this coin so rare and valuable? Why is the 1982 Lincoln penny with no mint mark now worth such a fortune? Stay tuned as we uncover the full story behind this legendary coin. To understand the full picture of this rare 1982 Lincoln penny, we first need to travel back to the early 1980s. During this time, the United States Mint made one of the most significant changes in modern coinage history. For decades, the Lincoln cent had been minted using a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, by 1982, rising copper prices made it too expensive for the mint to continue producing pennies using that composition. The cost to produce each penny began to approach and even exceed the coin's face value. As a result, in 1982, the U.S. Mint began transitioning to a new composition, a core of 97.5% zinc coated with just 2.5% copper. This change significantly reduced production costs, but also introduced a very unusual and complex situation. For the first time, two different metal compositions were used during the same year for the same denomination. In total, the mint struck a combination of 7 different varieties of the 1982 Lincoln cent, 4 made from copper and 3 made from zinc, with both large date and small date designs and in different mint mark types. This means that identifying 1982 pennies requires careful analysis because multiple versions exist. Now here is where the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny becomes especially significant. While most 1982 pennies were clearly marked with a D for the Denver Mint or produced in Philadelphia with no mint mark, a very rare version was struck in Philadelphia using a copper planchet but with no mint mark and the small date design. This is the ultra-rare combination. The 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln cent with a small date and copper composition is what collectors around the world are desperately searching for. It is believed to be a transitional era coin, struck using the older copper planchet during a time when most production had already shifted to zinc. This rare occurrence creates a perfect storm for value, historical significance, scarcity, and a high demand among coin collectors. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies? First, examine the date carefully. You're looking for the small date version. The easiest way to spot the small date is by observing the shape and alignment of the number 2 in 1982. On the small date version, the 2 is more curved and sits higher compared to the large date. Next, you'll want to determine the metal composition. Since zinc is lighter than copper, you can do a simple weight test. A copper 1982 penny should weigh approximately 3.11 grams, while the zinc version will weigh around 2.5 grams. You'll need a precise digital scale for this test. If your 1982 no-mint mark penny with a small date weighs around 3.11 grams, congratulations, you may be holding a rare treasure. Let's now talk about the value. The 1982 no-mint mark copper small date Lincoln cent is so rare that very few authentic examples have ever been found. Because of this rarity, collectors are willing to pay huge premiums to add it to their collections. In one verified auction, a pristine example of this rare penny sold for an astounding $99,786. That's not a typo. This 1-cent coin, often overlooked as common pocket change, reached nearly $100,000 in real market value. Its combination of rarity, historical context, and collector excitement makes it one of the most desirable Lincoln pennies in existence. But that's not all. Even circulated examples of this coin, if verified authentic, can still sell for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on condition. Grading by a professional numismatic service such as PCGS or NGC can help verify the authenticity and quality of the coin, which significantly affects its market value. Coins graded MS65 or higher, meaning mint state with minimal wear, can command prices in the tens of thousands, while those in lower grades are still worth hundreds or thousands more than face value. This coin has made headlines and appeared in expert auctions. Major numismatic professionals have confirmed that only a few genuine 1982 no-mint mark copper small date pennies have surfaced, making it a holy grail of modern Lincoln cent varieties. The discovery of one of these rare pennies can be life-changing, especially for those who may unknowingly have it sitting in a coin jar, tucked in an old drawer, or saved from decades ago. What should you do now? Check your coins. Go through your 1982 pennies carefully. Use a magnifying glass, a digital scale, and compare small and large dates. If you believe you may have the rare 1982 no-mint mark copper small date penny, consult a professional coin dealer or submit it to a grading service for confirmation. Do not attempt to clean the coin, as this could lower its value. Keep it safe and store it properly to avoid damage. In conclusion, the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is far more than just a piece of copper. It is a remarkable coin that tells the story of economic change, minting transition, and numismatic intrigue. It is proof that even the smallest coins can hold the biggest surprises. And in the case of this penny, its worth is truly extraordinary, a staggering $99,786 for a coin most people wouldn't look twice at. This is why coin collecting is so exciting. Hidden value, history, and the thrill of discovery all in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible coin stories, price updates, and expert tips. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode where we reveal the secret wealth hiding in everyday coins. Until next time, happy hunting and may your next penny bring you a fortune. Welcome back to our channel where we reveal the hidden treasures buried inside your old coin jars, your pocket change, and even that dusty coin collection passed down from your grandparents. Today's incredible coin story takes us straight into the world of copper and zinc, into the iconic and often overlooked 1987 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You won't believe how this one small coin, originally worth just a single cent, has now reached an unbelievable current market value of $65,834. Yes, that's right, one little penny that could change your life. Let's begin by diving deep into the rich history of this magnificent coin. The 1987 Lincoln 1-cent penny was minted in Denver, Colorado, hence the D mint mark that can be found just under the date on the obverse side of the coin. The obverse features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner, which first appeared in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. This design has stood the test of time and is one of the longest-running coin portraits in American history. It captures the strength, character, and leadership of the 16th President of the United States. Now let's talk about the coin's composition. The 1987 D penny is made from 97.5% zinc and coated with 2.5% copper. This change in composition was implemented by the United States Mint in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper. While older pennies before 1982 were made almost entirely of copper, those minted after are primarily zinc with a thin copper plating. Though the 1987 D penny may appear similar to other post-1982 coins, it is far from ordinary when it comes to certain rare varieties, errors, and high-grade conditions. In total, over 4.2 billion 1987 D pennies were struck by the Denver Mint. This massive number means that most of these coins are common and typically hold little more than face value. However, hidden among the billions are rare gems that collectors and auction houses are hunting for. What makes a 1987 D penny worth up to $65,834, you ask? The answer lies in minting errors, rarity, and pristine condition, especially those graded in top mint state condition like MS68 or higher. 1 particular coin, verified by experts and certified by professional grading services, sold for an incredible $65,834 at a high-profile auction. This specific coin was nearly flawless, featuring strong details, zero visible contact marks, perfect strike, and blazing original red color. Coins like this are incredibly rare and command massive premiums from collectors who recognize their true historical and monetary value. There are several varieties and errors to watch for in the 1987 D Lincoln cent. Some of the most valuable include double die obverse errors where the lettering or Lincoln's image is slightly doubled, off-center strikes where the design is not properly aligned with the coin planchet, clipped planchets where a part of the coin appears sliced off, and broad strikes which result in an enlarged and flat coin edge. Even minor anomalies can turn a penny into a treasure chest if they are unusual enough and in high demand by numismatists. Another important aspect that boosts value is the coin's grade. Coin grading is done by professional services like PCGS and NGC and ranges from Poor 1 to Mint State 70. A 1987 D penny in Mint State 65 or higher is considered extremely collectible. Mint red examples are especially desirable. Most pennies from circulation show signs of wear and lose their luster, but if you come across a shiny, untouched 1987 D penny, it might be worth sending it in for grading. Now, let's touch on wear and how you can sell your rare 1987 D penny. Start by carefully inspecting your coin using a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look for any of the errors we mentioned or signs of exceptional condition. If you suspect it might be valuable, avoid cleaning the coin as that can lower its value. Submit it to a professional grading service for an official grade and authentication. Once graded, your coin's value will be officially recognized, and you can list it for sale on trusted platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections. You can also reach out to local coin dealers, coin shows, or numismatic communities online to get a direct offer from collectors. Remember, timing matters in the world of rare coins. The market can fluctuate, and demand for specific varieties can increase based on collector interest. A coin worth a few $100s today might be worth thousands tomorrow, especially if it gains attention in the collector world. Keep your eyes open, be patient, and never underestimate the value of a coin just because it's only a penny. The next fortune might be sitting right in your pocket. In conclusion, the 1987 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just a tiny copper-plated piece of metal. It is a symbol of America's rich coinage history, a reminder of our nation's economic shifts, and a hidden treasure that could be worth an astonishing $65,834. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just getting started, always keep an eye on your change. Because sometimes, what looks like a regular coin can hold extraordinary value. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video about rare coins that could make you rich. Share this video with your friends and family and tell them to check their pennies. Who knows, they might be sitting on a $65,834 fortune without even realizing it. Until next time, keep hunting and stay curious.